Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be learning how to crochet this super cute Miski. He is fully posable. He's got wire in his arms and his legs, and his head can be turned in different directions. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on more content like this. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be using Bernat Baby Blanket in the shade Lemon Lime. For the hook, I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook. You can size up a size or two if you want a larger Smiski. You'll need a yarn needle and a stitch marker. You'll need polyfill and a measuring tape. And you'll need floral wire and pliers as well as wire cutters. I'm using 18 gauge wire, but honestly you need a lighter gauge wire like a 20 gauge. This is just what I had on hand. A few things I forgot to show that you'll also need are scissors, super glue, hot glue, green and black worsted weight yarn, and safety eyes of the size of your choosing. Okay, we are going to start with a slip knot. And we are gonna chain 2. Now in the second chain from your hook, you're gonna insert your hook. And you're gonna do 4 single crochets in that stitch. Okay, we're going to be working in the round, so you're going to insert your hook into the first single crochet you made, and you'll be single crocheting around. I like to put my stitch marker on the first single crochet of each round. So now we're going to single crochet around for round 2. Make sure that you are flipping your work right side out because it's going to naturally want to cup the incorrect way. The easiest way to know if your work is facing the right way is if your tail from your slip knot is on the inside of the bowl that you're making. Okay, so that was our round 2. So we're going to repeat 4 single crochets around for 5 more rounds. Okay, so I'm back. I just finished row number 7 on the first arm. So now I'm just going to fasten off. And you can hide this yarn tail in the arm. We won't be using it for sewing. Okay, so this is our first arm complete, and we're going to repeat the steps for the second arm, and then we'll be back. Okay, we are back with both arms finished. Now we need to start with our legs. So we're going to start with a slip knot again. And we're going to be chaining 2 again. The process for the legs is the same as the arms, except we're not going to be fastening off the second leg, and it's 1 row longer. So we'll insert our hook into the second chain from the hook after we chain 2. And we'll do 4 single crochets in that stitch. Okay, now for rows 3 through 8, we're going to be just doing 4 single crochets around like we did it for the arms. Okay, I just completed the first leg, and the first leg we're going to fasten off like we did the arms. The second leg you are not going to fasten off, but everything is the same. So we will be back whenever I finish the second leg. Okay, so now that I'm finished with the second leg, I'm going to set aside both of the arms for now, and we're just going to be working with both of the legs. To attach the legs, we're going to be single crocheting through any of the 4 single crochets at the end of the first leg. And we're going to temporarily mark that with a stitch marker. After we've joined the leg with a single crochet, we will single crochet into the next stitch. And then we will increase in the next stitch. And in the last stitch of the leg, we will be doing a regular single crochet. We're going to continue with the second leg, and we will do a single crochet to attach, and then we'll do an increase. Followed by 2 single crochets. That gives you a total of 10 stitches for the round. For round 10, we're going to be doing 2 single crochets and 1 increase 3 times, and 1 single crochet in the last stitch. There's our first single crochet. Our second single crochet. Our first increase. One single crochet. 2 single crochet. And another increase. One single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then another increase. And in the last stitch, we'll be doing 1 single crochet. That gives us a total of 14 stitches for row 10. Now, if there is a gap in between your legs where you attach them, you can take a little bit of your yarn and sew it together. For round 11, we're going to be doing 1 increase followed by 13 single crochets for a total of 15 stitches. For round 12, we're going to be doing 3 single crochets and 1 decrease 2 times, followed by 2 single crochets and 1 decrease for a total of 11 stitches. For round 13, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet and 1 decrease followed by 1 single crochet. To attach the arm, we're going to be folding the arm in half and decreasing through the 4 stitches at the top of the arm. Then we'll follow that up with 1 single crochet, 1 more decrease, another single crochet, and then we'll decrease again through the second arm. You'll need to remove the stitch marker when you're attaching the second arm and replace it when you're finished with the decrease. Here I am replacing the stitch marker, and that marks the beginning of our next round. Before we proceed, we're going to go ahead and start on making the wire body armature. For the leg wire, you're going to need an 8-inch piece. For the arm wire, you'll need one 5-inch piece. And for the neck and body wire, you'll need a 4-inch piece. Here is what all the wire pieces should look like. I folded the ends over to make a loop so that the sharp ends wouldn't be poking through. I folded over half of the neck wire to hold together the legs and arm pieces together, like this. Now that the body shape is all put together, I'm gonna wrap it with this green worsted weight yarn. I'm gonna hot glue the end of the yarn to any of the wire ends and just wrap it around like you would for a floral wire stem for a crochet flower. Here's what the finished wrapped armature looks like, and now I'm going to insert it into the body. The arms are the trickiest part. You kind of have to weave them in, but I'm going to start with putting the legs in first. Now that the armature is in, we're going to continue with round 14. We'll continue with a single crochet followed by a decrease, and then another single crochet and another decrease, and then lastly 2 more single crochets for a total of 5 stitches. To finish off the body, we're going to be doing rounds 15 through 18, which will just be single crocheting around for 5 stitches in each round. Then we'll fasten off and we'll sew the hole shut at the end of the neck. I'll be back whenever I'm finished with the body, and then we'll continue on with the head. Here's what the neck looks like at the end, and then I'm just going to fasten off and weave in my ends and sew the hole shut. Okay, so now we're going to start off by making the head of our Smiski. You're going to want to take your green yarn and make another slip knot. We're going to begin by chaining 2 again and doing 6 single crochets in the second stitch from the hook. For rounds 2 through 4, you're going to single crochet around for 6 single crochets in each row. For this part of the head, you're going to be working inside out. All that means is that the tail from your slip knot is going to be facing outwards instead of inwards when you're making your cup shape. Next, we're going to be working on the outside of the head. So this inner tube that we made is what the neck is going to be sitting into to hold the head up. For round 5, we're going to be doing 6 increases for a total of 12 stitches in the front loop only of your work. Working in the front loop only is going to make our work turn right side out. So going forward, our work will be facing right side out. For round 6, we're going to be repeating 1 single crochet and 1 increase 6 times for a total of 18 stitches at the end of the round. Here you can see that the head is starting to cup upwards, facing the right way. Now we're going to proceed with round 7, which is going to consist of 2 single crochets and 1 increase repeated 6 times for a total of 24 stitches. For rounds 8 through 10, we're going to be single crocheting around for 3 rows for a total of 24 stitches per row. For row 11, we're going to start decreasing. We're going to repeat the sequence of 2 single crochets and 1 decrease 6 times for a total of 18 stitches at the end of the round. For round 12, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet and 1 decrease 6 times for a total of 12 stitches at the end of the round. Okay, so now we need to stuff and put our safety eyes. Whenever you are stuffing, make sure that you don't pack it too tightly and that you are going around the neck insert portion. I will be super gluing my eyes in, so I'm not going to be inserting the safety eyes at this point. I'm going to do the eyes at the very end when everything's put together. Now that our head is stuffed lightly, we will be continuing with round 13. It consists of 4 decreases. It's an incomplete round, so the last few stitches will be unworked. Now we'll just be fastening off and sewing our hole shut. Now I'm just going to gently twist the head onto the body. Here's a look at his cute little posable body. Now I'm going to take the black worsted yarn and I'm going to make the smiley face and I'm going to super glue the eyeballs in. And your Smiski is complete! I hope you guys enjoy making your own Smiski army, and I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!